It's a really good day to be in my office right now, and I have a lot of work to do. But first I'm going to be working in my bedroom. So when I turn in, these are cleaning cards that I created based off of Hillary's cleaning schedule. So the daily things to do are up here, and then I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Sunday. So with today being Tuesday, of course I want to be in my office getting the work done that needs to get done, and then checking bills and, you know, all the desk work stuff. But I want to change my sheets, and then I'm going to just pick something off of the list that I want to do, or something that I know needs to be done. I'm not going to focus heavily in the bedroom today because I have other things to do around the house that have gotten away from me since last night. I mean, I just haven't completed everything, so I want to do that just to feel good, and then get to work on this list right here, which for my list today I have that I need to write my pen pals, like I need to write the letter, and sometimes I tweak it depending on if somebody wrote me. And I need to order stamps. Actually, I just got done doing that, so that is done, and that feels good. Some of these things, it's like we make it a bigger issue than necessary, and it builds up in your head, and so I just wanted to get some of these things on my list. That way I can complete it and just catch up with some of these things. So I want to finish editing my Patreon video, which is an inspired by video. So that one is, I have it filmed, but I need to get some overlays for it. So I will focus on that before I export it to be able to publish it. But that doesn't go out until Thursday, so I have some time for that. And then I need to send one of our members some pictures of members from the church that I attend, because he's working on the website, and so that's kind of time sensitive. And then I need to transfer pictures to an SD card for someone that I took pictures for, and I need to ship that off to her. So October is a really busy month for me when it comes to family pictures and just extra work that I do. And I need to make sure that I stay on top of those things. And then I am waiting for the stamps now to come before I can send out my pen pal letters, but I'm going to start on that if I get all of these things done. It seems like there is so much on the list of to-dos today. I love days like this, but I overwhelm myself and have trouble deciding where to start. When I receive this question, my answer is to begin in the bedroom. Why should my response be any different to myself? It happens to be Tuesday, which is the day to focus on the bedroom anyway. It's the first day I'm alone with my thoughts, as my husband has Mondays off, so I like to focus on other things that day. Today I thought I would take you along as I accomplish my list. It's all the little things that I enjoy so much about the work that I get to do. Finding ways to make these moments as enjoyable as possible, whether that be the setting in which I work or the order in which I do it. So sometimes I'm much more into just doing the job than showing me doing the job. So I cleaned up the kitchen, just, you know, an overall cleaning the dishes and the counters. I changed the tablecloth, which is something that I really like to do after breakfast, because it was already dirty during the evening, and if we're going to sit down for dinner, I'd rather us have a very clean tablecloth than one that was dirtied for breakfast. So I will always wait until after the kids leave for school to change the tablecloth. I took off the runner on my buffet table. I am not ready to clean out this buffet table, but we can expect to have a video on this later on this month. So what I ended up doing just now was I cleaned these chairs. My arms and my hands are tired, so I'm not going to do the other 2 blue chairs, but I should have Scotch guarded these like my mom told me right when I got them, but I did not do that. They really collect the dirt and the grime, and I wouldn't say they were the best option, but I do like having lighter furniture and that it's a color, I guess. So it is serving us well, but they are very loved. So I used some pine allen with some water and just a wash rag. I can still see spots, like I can see a spot down there. But I mean, something's better than nothing, and I'll see how that turns out once it dries. I wanted to straighten things up before I start on my desk work. It always makes me feel better to have the house kind of reset and back in order before I do that, because then it's not something that I'm thinking on, and I feel good if anybody were to drop by, or even once Jorge's going to come home. I just feel like that is done, that's out of the way. All I have left to do is laundry, and then of course I'll put these dishes away as they've dried. And I have a load that I'm ready to fold right now. I have 2 different loads in here to do, but 2 that are in there as well. So I spent some time kind of organizing this space, and I know it's not utility day, but I really wanted to take out the things that we had in here. Like I had paper towels and whatnot up in the top. That way I had more room for towels. And then I organized this cabinet right here. It just felt good because this space can end up feeling so crowded very quickly. So I've been trying to focus more on just working through whatever it is that I have in this space and doing it to completion. But like I said, things pile up in here. This is stuff that is my son's that I either need to clean or have him clean. I don't know. He brought it in here, and maybe somebody was doing their laundry at the time. But anyway, just staying on top of things, and pretty soon here I will be able to sit down and get my desk work done. I see laundry as a pleasant break between whatever task I'm working on. With the majority of my office work being sedentary, it helps me to have the timer and movement required to get the job done. When folding, I opt to be on my feet, to bend and stretch, and making sure to put everything away right away, keeping the bed and settee clear. Just now sat down and I'm looking over my list here of what I would like to do and what I'm going to do first. And to just get it off of my mind and to feel good, I am going to take some time to write to my pen pals. So my monthly letter that I like to write out. And then after that, I would like to finish up my watercolors that I'm going to be sending with them. This is like the biggest part of the beginning of a month for me, is to make it through that and to complete that. And I always feel amazing when I do. It does add some stress, but it's a good stress, and it's one of those things that makes me do something that I love to do so much. So it gets me to write, and I'm in touch with other people, so it's much more fulfilling than just writing in general. but then also painting, because I love to paint, but I feel that I could fill my time with anything and everything, even with housework. But this gets me to sit down and to enjoy the process of just painting. And with everything that I have been doing within the past 2 weeks, really, because I filmed a lot the week before, and then like for a whole week I was editing, and just, it was continuous, and that was a joy to put those videos together, but it's not something that I can do every single day for sure, and then still be able to do the other things that I've kind of set myself up to do each month. So I'm excited about doing this because I enjoy it so much, and because it allows me the time to just relax and to do something creative. So that is what I'm going to do first, write, and then kind of reward myself with painting. And this was last month's painting. This month's is a purple one, like a lavender one. So I will reward myself after I get this letter written. Well, that feels good to get that done. I spent about 30 minutes, maybe less, doing that. I actually wrote something and then I decided to change it, and I wrote something else. So right now I have my sheets that just came out of the dryer. I'm going to fold these up, and then I was actually getting very sleepy as I was laying there, so I thought that I would take a rest, but then I thought, no, I need to switch the laundry over, and so now I'm just going to fold these and see how I feel, and then probably start painting. I just got done changing because I wanted to be in something that wouldn't stand out too much, but that complemented the painting that I'm doing. So I changed into this one. I like to do that. I have a thing for just the way everything looks in a video. So those are little details that I make sure to pay attention to. I need to paint my nails right now so that they don't bother me, especially because a lot of the paintings I'm doing are up close. It's a good time for me to paint my nails. I'm going to do that, and then just kind of enjoy a relaxing afternoon. The kids will be getting here in about an hour, so painting the nails and then painting the petite paintings. Okay, what I'm doing now is just setting up my desk. I need to wipe off my whole desk, put a lot of these little things away, and then just have my pen and my ink and all the extras put away, because I'm going to be filming this. So I just want to have only what I need out here. I'm going to light a couple of candles. I have my music set up that I'm going to play just because it kind of helps me paint. And then yeah, just get to painting, filming. It's like doing multiple things at one time because I make a video for my pen pals and for my painting pals of whatever it is that I'm painting. So these are the paintings this month, and then I'm also going to be writing on the back a scripture that I chose for this month. So that one has already been chosen. I feel good about my nails being done now. They look better. I mean, they look kind of stubby just because I cut all of them off the other day, but we will just get to work, get to painting, and feeling so relaxed. From time to time, I receive comments expressing the gratitude a person feels because they can see the time and energy that goes into the making of a video. Those unappealing angles that need altered, the composition of a setup that's shifted. The reason we get to enjoy what we do and what makes one's videos different from another comes down to the details and the love of them displayed through the work, the end result, the edited version. This work gives me an appreciation for the unseen. When I see what others have done, I often think of the unseen and the love the person must have for what they do. A job well done can often seem thankless, but know that there are many that see the unseen and have so much appreciation for it. I'm always grateful for those that see between the lines, that take in the details. So I got all of these done except these two were already done, and I've only been painting not very long, but the kids got home, so I just heated up some fettuccine alfredo that we already had in the refrigerator. My daughter's going to eat with me as well, so I'm just going to sit over there and eat lunch pretty much, and then I had her start her laundry, and then when she's done, I'll do this load right here. It's not a full week, but I just wanted to get this done. As I wait for these to dry, I am going to go put all of my clothing that I just washed, I'm going to hang it up in my room. I recently brought this back in here, which is really nice because it does a really great job of drying all of my clothing, and it looks nice in it too, and then it's not hanging from the windows, which, I mean, that worked just fine as well, but I really like it on here, and now my office doesn't feel as crowded. successful day when it has come to my painting and getting that done. I haven't written any letters yet, but that is to come. I may end up doing some of that later this evening after dinner, but it's time to stop. It's time to focus on the family and dinner and just all of that. So I'm going to hang these up to dry, and then they will be ready for when I write letters and package all of those up to ship out. So anyway, that's about it. I have my laundry done, dishes are done. It's time to set the table and get things ready for dinner. But thank you so much for being here with me today. I really hope that this inspired you in some way, and just to, you know, kind of see how I'm able to do some work, but also home chores and things like that, and just enjoy the process of whatever it is that you're doing. So I hope that all of you take care and have a wonderful weekend. Bye everyone. This video was brought to you by our patrons and all those who've purchased from the Inspired by Nikki store. Thank you. I'm grateful for all of my returning subscribers. Your continued support and kind words are an inspiration to me. I want to welcome you if you are new and invite you to subscribe to be inspired daily to make the everyday beautiful.